बहुत मुश्किल होता है ना to love yourself again after a heartbreak, and you keep wondering who am I without them, and most importantly how to find yourself again. I know most of the people are struggling with this secretly and not everyone talks about it. So I thought, why not start a series? So I started this healing series with Ru Creates, and this is the sixth episode of my healing series where I'm going to talk about how to love yourself again, how to find yourself again even after a heartbreak. So without any further ado, let's get into the video and let's heal together. I'm really sorry I couldn't upload this episode last weekend because I was on a long weekend, and after that I had a really bad throat and lot many things, but I pushed myself because I know a lot of you people must be waiting for this episode. So let's get started. So can we just be real for a second? Because breakup doesn't just remove a person from your life, it removes a version of you that existed with them. You were someone's person. You were a part of we, and now you are just you. And it's really scary because sometimes we don't realize that how much of our identity we wrapped around them. And let me tell you, this isn't just an emotional drama. It has a psychological reason behind it too. It's called the identity fusion theory. When we love someone so deeply that our sense of self emerges with theirs, and when they go, we feel like we lost ourselves. And now, let me say this loud and clear that you were never just you. You were always whole and you were always enough. You just forgot, and today, let's remind you. Let's bring that person back. We have grown up believing that love is something that we find in someone else. But what if the greatest love story of your life was always supposed to be the one with yourself? Ask yourself this question. If I was dating me, how would I treat myself? Would I forget my needs? Would I criticize every move I make? Would I keep settling just to feel loved? No, right? Hell no. So do let me know what you think in the comment section below. So from today, you start showing up for yourself, and not just in words, but in actions. Take yourself out on dates, make that meal you have been craving, and compliment yourself in the mirror even though it feels weird at first. And you are the main character, and it's time to make you the love of your life. Think about your favorite movie. There's always that one scene, the glow up montage, the she is finally choosing herself moment. It's called the self-expansion theory. It basically means we feel alive when we are growing. So here's what you do. Change your space, declutter, rearrange, add flowers, put up affirmations. Change your habits, learn something new, take a class, start painting again. Change your energy. Try waking up early, walk barefoot on the grass, dance every day, even if you suck at it. You don't need to wait for someone to say you have changed. Say it to yourself because you did it. Look into the mirror and say, I am the main character of my damn life. Self-love isn't just a one-time aha moment. It's not a trend. It's a daily choice. Sometimes you won't feel like it, but that's when it matters the most. Studies like the one from the University of California shows that people who practice self-compassion journaling feel less anxious and more content. And what is self-compassion journaling? If you want to know, please let me know in the comment section below. I'll make a separate video on that. But till then, here's your self-love checklist. Start your day with a small win. Make your bed, drink water, stretch. Journal your thoughts without judgments. Talk to yourself kindly. Catch those mean thoughts and gently say, not today. Create rituals that feel sacred. Light a candle, put up your favorite playlist, and do skincare slowly. Loneliness and solitude are not the same. Loneliness is lack of connection, and solitude is the connection with yourself. The world teaches us to fear being alone, but you know what? Some of the most beautiful and magical moments happen in silence with yourself. Because when you love your own company, you stop begging for someone else's presence. You stop asking why they didn't choose me, and you start saying, I already chose myself. And that is power. And here's the truth that no one tells you after a heartbreak. You don't need to be better so that they'll regret losing you. You don't need a revenge body or aesthetic life. You don't need to glow up for them because you glow up for yourself. Because even on the meanest days, even when you are crying at 2 a.m., even when you feel that you have lost everything, you are still whole. You are still worthy. And when you start believing that, you will never settle. Not for confusion, not for fake love, not for half love, not for almost. Only for what matches your love for yourself. But what happens when you start your self-love journey? Bam! Loneliness hits. But you are not alone, because most of the people feel this way and they even wonder, are they really healing or they are just distracting themselves? So don't worry, because this is what we are going to tackle in my next video: how to be alone without feeling lonely. It is going to be deep, raw, and exactly what you need. So hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next chapter of this love story.